Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Ebenezer and the Invisible World running on Nintendo Switch. Maybe just a little early for a Christmas game, but okay. We haven't even gone through Thanksgiving yet. We just finished Halloween. Something has gone horribly wrong. Jacob Marley allowed you to see the invisible world. And what sort of help? Are you familiar with the Malthus family? Somewhat rich industrialists. They keep to themselves for the most part. Unfortunately, there is more to them than that. Oh, on with it, Spirit. I haven't got all day. Yeah, you definitely don't have it. I don't even have time to read this. Why are you in such a rush? The Malthus family has always resided in the shadows of London high society, a truly heartless lineage who view the downtrodden of London as a cancer that would spread until a means of excising it would... What was the point of having this go so fast? You want your audience to be able to read this stuff or not? And then the skip prompt is laid on top of the text. Look, there's even space on the top of the text box where they could have just moved the lines further up so that the skip button wouldn't be on top of the text. I don't get this. I mean, the art's good so far. Just not the placement of the subtitles. And how quickly they go by. Am I missing something here? Not only does the text go by quickly, there's no narration. So you just have to read really fast. Come on, man, really? It was 1 year ago tonight, Christmas Eve, that I paid Caspar a visit. I appeared before Caspar, much like Jacob Marley appeared before you, and warned him that the heavy chains forged from his own cruelty would condemn his spirit forever. To avoid this fate, he would need to set him... It should come as no surprise to you, Ebenezer, that Caspar was also visited by 3 Christmas spirits that night. Each in turn showed him memories of his past, scenes from his present, and events from his potential future, all with the purpose to put him on... But, of all the images that Caspar was shown that night, it was the ghost of Christmas yet to come that had the most profound effect. Caspar was shown a decrepit old man, locked in his study and resting on the mountainous detritus of failed designs and concepts. Refuse littered the floors, creating an extraordinary... Caspar could feel the vast emptiness within the massive halls of the man's home, and knew he had been alone for a long time. Whoever he once was, he now only existed as the architect of some obsessive project. It was then that Caspar began to recognize the room, the portraits and books on the walls, and the familiar features of the old man's haggard face. He was gazing at a visage of his future self. But the ghost of Christmas yet to come hadn't brought Caspar here to simply gaze upon the man he would become, but to witness the man's ultimate triumph. Caspar had achieved the Malthus family dream. Whether it was a power source, engine, or some infernal mechanism, I cannot say. But I do know it was the catalyst that would... In the midst of the old man's jubilation, the ghost of Christmas yet to come raised his finger and pointed at the frail future visage, not wanting Caspar to miss a moment of what came next. The old man's cries of exultation would be his last. This moment of excitement, after decades of despair and neglect, were too much for his worn heart. Caspar watched his future self begin to die before his eyes. Caspar's eyes soon withdrew from the old man as he watched instead the device, the culmination of his life's work, his family's dreams, fall from withered hands and shatter on the floor. At that moment, Caspar and his future self both saw that everything they had spent their life pursuing, every sacrifice or cruel and heartless act, would all amount to nothing. They would die alone, unloved and forgotten. How long is this going to go on? With that, Caspar was returned to his own time, in a state that I perceived to mean he had been profoundly changed by the ordeal. I left him then so that he could contemplate what he had just witnessed. I felt confident that he would see the lonely path his life was on and make the changes that would lead him to another. However, what I did not foresee was that there would be another visitor that night, one who did not want to change Malthus's path, but to set it in stone. A dark spirit emerged from the shadows and confronted Caspar, laughing at the silly images the Christmas spirit had shown him. Caspar pled to the horrifying intruder that he did not want to meet the same fate that he witnessed this night. The dark spirit smiled and reminded him he only need be shown a possible future, one that now need not transpire. He told Caspar that the Christmas spirits had carelessly presented a new opportunity for the Malthus family. Caspar had been allowed to observe the workings of the old man's future device. With his knowledge, he could recreate it in the present. He was told he could help create the world that his family had always wanted. He only need be strong enough to put aside silly morality plays. Not read the sentence. With that, Caspar turned his back on a better path. A year hence, and he is almost finished using his unnaturally gained knowledge to bring himself to the precipice of his family's ultimate dream, to crush the poor workers of the city under the gears of industrial progress. Yet, despite all this, I remember my old boyhood friend Caspar, and I bring myself to believe that he is beyond the hope of redemption. Eric, now you know my story. I need a mortal to help my old friend find redemption before he is beyond salvation. The Christmas spirits will not come to my aid a second time. It is up to you to find the pieces of Caspar's past, present and future, and convince him to choose a better path. If there is a pathway to redemption for Caspar, it will weave through the people in his life that meant most to him and knew him well. That's all well and good, but even if you knew Caspar Malthus once was a good man, that was some time ago. How can you be sure such a person still exists? I confess, I am not well informed on the metamorphosis that transpired within him. It is imperative that we unravel how he became the man he is today. Caspar kept a journal in the London Observatory, secreted away from the prying eyes of his father. If that journal is still there, it may help us understand how he drifted so far from how I remember him. Gallivanting about as a spirit's lackey was not how I intended to spend my holidays. But I suppose, in all fairness, I too was once a man that had lost his way. It took the esteemed presence of my dear friend Jacob Marley to set me straight. Very well, spirit. I will find Caspar's journal. Thank you, Ebenezer. You must exercise the utmost caution tonight. Caspar has already put into motion his plan to displace the workers of London. Workers are protesting, and soon there will be a standoff between the protesters and the Malthus private guard. The guard has been deployed to patrol the streets, no doubt eager to showcase their mettle to anyone sympathetic towards the plight of the workers. So, amidst this cacophony of mounting chaos, you expect me to venture into whirlwinds of further disorder and confusion? I must say, spirit, your timing couldn't be more inconvenient. Well, I mean, it's very high resolution. I mean, there's a lot of fine detail here. We got some faux reflections on the floor. Okay, I can backdash with A. I can strike with Y, jump with B. X doesn't seem to do anything. Left and right triggers don't do anything. You must move with the analog stick. The D-pad doesn't work. Be careful outside, sir. There have been protests recently here in London, and they have become quite dangerous. Why is that text so small? It's so tiny. Like, there's so much fine detail in the graphics, but somehow they decided the text just didn't need to be that big. It's a really interesting decision. Fezziwig, how pleasant to see the bright face of my former employer. Hello, Ebenezer. You have made much of yourself since you worked for my company. I'm here to provide assistance as you advance in your quest. Thank you. I am very grateful. There has never been a limit to your generosity. Press minus to access your map. London is a big city with many places to explore, and the map is essential to making your way through the city. Wink. Okay. Pretty standard controls for a Metroid-style game. At least at this point in time. Main quest, Stage 1. Go to the worker strike near the London city centre. Someone may help you. Sure. Let's go left first, because why not? Ooh, we got a little bit of judder there. It's not quite moving 100% at 60 frames. Definitely struggling a little bit. Bedlam Asylum. Okay, I'm assuming I need different abilities before I can go there. I mean, other than the scrolling not being, you know, being a little juddery there, the game looks really fantastic. Again, this is my idea of what a modern 2D game should look like. It should have fine detail. It should have lots of parallax scrolling. Animation should be, you know, pretty good. It doesn't have to be, you know, fully interpolated animation, but it should be pretty good, and it definitely covers it. I just wish the scrolling could be smooth. It may be smoother on other platforms. Maybe the Switch just is not... They didn't spend enough time with the Switch to get this working the way it should. And, I mean, I know the Switch is capable of producing these visuals and making it a rock-solid 60. Hurrah, Ebenezer! It is Christmas time again! Thank you for your kindness this year. You have truly changed. Is that all you have to say? Oh, okay, thanks, I guess. I mean, I just didn't want to die. I really wasn't doing it for good intentional purposes. So many in the city are in want of work, without a penny to their name. How soon will it be before they perish of hunger? I can't fix everybody's problems. The affluent and bourgeois go about their day in blissful ignorance of their workers' plight. It shall not be long before Malthus is pressured to quell these protests. Give us back our jobs. Give us back our dignity. Ebenezer, that protester just ahead is in peril and requires aid. Can you intercede on my behalf? We are not the surplus population. What is going on here? Please don't. I surrender. You there. Cease your unwarranted assault on that man this instant. Yes, yes, he may have committed his fair share of transgressions, but he has clearly surrendered himself, hasn't he? You and your friends are not but the surplus population. Accept your fate, you pitiable swine. Oh, I guess we're not saving him, damn. You are next, old codger. Dodge any attacks using backstep with A. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, okay. I'm almost dead. Hold on a minute. Thank you, kind sir. Let me help you home. No, I will be fine. You need to find a safe haven, for Warren Gastrell is a merciless fellow, and you are in grave peril in his presence. He is not just neutralizing protesters. With the Malthus private guards, he is hunting anyone involved in the protests. Now they'll come for you too. I am well aware of the pressing need for self-preservation today. Thank you very much. Eric, why, oh why, were you utterly useless in extending aid to that man? Are you content with being a mere spectator, an impotent bystander in the face of distress? I had the wish to aid that man, but my curse in the afterlife is that I cannot. You, Ebenezer, have been visited by the Christmas spirits and can see me and other ghosts. I can help those in need, though, and I can help you. For granting assistance to that man on my behalf, I shall be able to help you further. After all, select attack ghost with the quick ghost selection. Okay. Ebenezer requires spirit to use attack ghosts. Regain spirit by hitting enemies with cane. Okay, X is your special move, essentially. On the far west side of the city is the old Jonathan Bedlam Asylum. I've always had a feeling there was something strange going on there, but I could never prove it. It's a dangerous place now in any case. You should stay away for your own safety. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I could select items with the up and down on the D-pad. Oh, I can jump down, okay. Is the water poisonous? Oh, it just won't let me through. It's just invisible. Okay. I mean, the control's pretty good. It's, you know, it's pretty responsive. It just drops frames here and there, which is a little disappointing. I really do think that the Switch could handle this. Oh, where am I now? What the heck? Ah, take that, snowman. Take that, Timmy. We'll bust that other leg of yours open. I mean, I would never do that. Do the whole thing over, huh? Okay. Mark my words, this shall be reported to our captain. Okay. I mean, I kind of like the writing too. The writing's actually really well done. I think maybe this game needs to be played on one of the next-gen consoles. Not because the Switch can't handle it, because it seems like they didn't really optimize the Switch version. You know, and consequently, you know, a game which should easily run on the Switch doesn't run very well. You know, it's tolerable. I think a lot of people could probably play it, and it really wouldn't bother them. But I do notice the hitching as we're scrolling left and right. You know, it's certainly no Metroid Dread, right? Forgive my intrusion. You do not need to apologize, Fezziwig. You are a great help. If you continue right, you will find a save room. A save room is where you can save progress and replenish your health and spirit. Look for the sign with the feather pen. Every save room has this sign nearby. Thank you, Fezziwig. What the hell kind of name is Fezziwig? I can see why you died. You died of shame. Ebenezer can actually jump pretty far, the old geezer. That was kind of hard to avoid. I needed to jump over there. You there, Ebenezer. I see that you have stopped to notice my lamp flames. You put on quite the show with your flames. How do you know my name, Ghost? There is much that I know about the people of London. Much that some may prefer I not know. I remember you now. You were quite the town whisperer, quite proud of your gossip. That was then, and this is now. I lit the flames to catch your attention. I need your assistance. A prominent journalist, Salvatore Garcia, is writing a story about the accident in the Malthus factory. The one they say Declan Doyle is responsible. I fear with the unrest on the streets tonight, he could be hurt or injured if he takes his normal route. I know a safer path. My request, Ebenezer, is to ensure that the street lamp can be seen along this route so that Garcia may reach his destination unharmed. Many are covered with snow. Can you make sure the snow is removed and the lamps shine bright? Very well. I will do what I can to ensure this way is lit. Oh, you get all sorts of quests, huh? Okay. I haven't seen Phoebe today. I'm worried about her. Oh, okay. Some of this NPC dialogue doesn't really... like, it means nothing. You! I know you! You're Ebenezer Scrooge. You're that rich, miserly old man that yells at children for laughing too loud. You made my friend cry. Yes, young man, I regret to say this is so. London has been generous with the laughter of children, and I found it quite a bother at the time. I would like to make amends. Is your friend nearby? I would like to apologize. Phoebe's in trouble. She snuck into a building to the right looking for food without realizing it was occupied by Malthus guards. Now she is trapped and scared. Can you help, sir? This nice lady here, Marianne, has been taking care of Phoebe and can take her to safety if you find a way for Phoebe to exit the building. Of course I will help. I'll find Phoebe and help her to safety. See, this is what you get for being a goody two-shoes. Just people just take advantage of you, you know? Screw these guys, man. I got other things to do. A world to save. In the spirit of Christmas. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. I don't actually cause him permanent harm. He just has the stars knocked out of him. Is that so? Huh? Achoo, achoo! Oh no, I hope Malthus guards don't hear me sneeze. Is your name Phoebe? Do you know a boy named Buster? Oh dear Buster, he was my best friend. My mother said Buster and I were to be married when we were of age. Oh, okay, that's sort of a weird thing to decide that early, but, you know. Old London. Worry not, dear child, I will help you get out. Marianne is close by, and she can take Phoebe to safety. There's a lever just above your head that will open this door. I can help you get up there so you can activate it. Press attack and up to use his power. Use it to bounce. Okay. Is she drinking something? What is she doing? Oh, okay. She's just posing. Phoebe, are you okay? This house is dangerous. I must get you to safety. Yes, I am okay. I'm so happy to see you, Marianne. Please, let's leave. I'm so scared. And you're still starving, so I don't think I really solved anybody's problem. Thank you for finding Phoebe. She was my best friend in life. With your help and Marianne, Phoebe is safe. I will join you on your quest, Ebenezer. Use Buster Rayleigh's ghost power to continue to the London Observatory. Okay. Can I not change his power? Okay, I guess I can't. Interesting. Oh, I see what the... Alright. To watch all those cinemas, I had to watch all those cutscenes again. Oh, okay. Backdash just leaves me right back into getting hit. Phoebe has decided to come live with us at the orphanage. We are so happy. Ooh, I got some coal. I couldn't even see him. How am I supposed to avoid his... I'm supposed to avoid getting hit by him if he does. I can't even see him. Okay, game. I see you mean well. Yeah, and Ebenezer, he does not have very much health, so you can only take a hit or two, and then it's like, oh, back to the beginning. God, I even hit it, and I still died. I still got hit. It's like, really? What could I do? Oh, broke my knees. I've arrived much too early to meet a friend. My pocket watch does not keep good time. Okay. Sounds like a problem for not my problem. Yeah, his regular attack's just a little slow. I don't know why they felt the need to make it that slow. I am Casimir. If you're looking to increase your capacity for health, I can help you if you find the rare items I seek. And what do you seek? Come back when you have found more items. I need lavender and rosemary. I got lavender, I need rosemary. Excuse me. Sorry, but you need to find another station before entering this train. Okay, plenty of places I need to revisit. Do they get marked on the map automatically? I mean, sort of. Press minus to access the map. Now is not a good time. I have matters to attend to. Okay, whatever. Didn't want to talk to you anyway. That's pretty messed up. Spawn right where all the enemy attacks are. Oh, come on, really? Where was the next save point? I mean, this is not like it's close to where I was. It's a good distance to where I was. I mean, if you're not going to have a save anywhere function, which you should in this modern day and age, then there should be just an excess of save stations everywhere in the game. You know, this isn't running on a Super Nintendo cartridge. There's plenty of memory for additional save spaces. I think I was just happily skating, and I was having none of that. Is that a dead end? I mean, there's nothing in here. I've been all through here. Can I get up there somehow, some way? Doesn't seem like it. Huh, interesting. Alright, well, why don't we stop it there? This is on Apostrophe. You've been watching Ebenezer and the Invisible World running on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I mean, I think this is actually a pretty decent game. It has really, really good graphics. The writing's really good. I do wish there was some narration in the beginning of the prologue so that you didn't have to read really fast. I think that would have been helpful, especially for something which may be kind of geared towards more of a younger audience. I think the controls are pretty good. There is like a slight bit of delay in hitting the button and watching the animation roll out, and I don't know if that's just the way the game is, or if it's just not performing well on the Switch. I would say overall, it does. It's playable for the most part. I mean, it's not really running so poorly that I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do have another platform that has this game on it, then I would think that maybe that would be a better place for it, because it does have some performance issues which prevent the scrolling from being 100% smooth. And again, that's not a problem with the Switch. That's just a problem with how this version worked out. Maybe they could patch it at some point in time. I don't know if that would be something that they would want to or could do, but I think that would make it higher on my recommendation list if that was something that would be patched out to make the game run smoother. But I will say that it's set up really nice. So yeah, if you want another Metroid style game and you're interested in playing one with a with a Christmas theme already, then definitely check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.